It feels good. It's kind of a testament to how far I've grown. First fight really couldn't hold my own at all in the stand-up department. And, after that first round, after, I kind of was figuring them out a little bit, I started to kind of turn it up, turn it on. I knew my cardio was there. So it feels good, and it definitely feels a lot better that I know another fight's right on the line, in this tournament. That's what I love about these tournaments. It's not a fight, and we'll see what happens and call you a couple months. It's I know when I'm fighting, and who I'm fighting potentially.
And in the first round, he caught you with a couple of really loud body kicks and then a high kick that appeared to stun you. How hurt were you when he hit you with the head kick?
No, I wasn't hurt at all. The body kicks were, they were more loud than anything. But I knew I didn't want to keep taking them. The leg kicks actually were worse than the body kicks. He was catching my elbow and stuff, but I felt fine throughout the whole fight. I can see when he was kind of coming in, with his left hand too. And I was either jabbing, countering, or throwing my right back or getting a takedown. So after that first round, I started to pick it up and see everything.
And then somewhere between round 2 and 3 is when he seemed to kind of slow down a little bit. And that's when you shot and got that takedown. How hard was it to be patient and not get overzealous like the first time?
Very, very hard. That first round, I felt like I was losing, that round. And in my head, I was like, let's go, let's get this takedown. And then going through my head again, I'm like, you got to be patient. That's what we worked on. So I knew my cardio was there. I knew I could go 5 rounds hard. And so that's what I was kind of waiting for. All right, let's have him slow down. I'll pick it up.
And then, you have a matchup coming up here next week. And you talked about this a little bit in the cage, but can you break it down for me a little bit with Corey Anderson and who you think is going to win that one?
Yeah, I don't know much about the Russian dude. I know Corey really well. I trained with him before, a couple times when I brought him in when I fought Phil Davis. Good guy, but it was a long time ago, 2015, 2017. So we've both grown since then. And he's been on a tear. He's been looking awesome. He's a grinder. I don't know much about the other guy, so it's one of those things where we'll watch a fight next week. And if the other guy wins, I'll jump into him pretty heavy here. But if Corey wins, I've seen Corey a lot, and that's going to be a good fight.
Congrats on the win, Ryan.
Thank you.
Now that the fight's over, I'm just wondering if you can talk to me a little bit about the difference in approach, like mentally and physically.
For this fight?
Yes.
For the first one?
Yeah.
That from our first fight that we fought, Machida and I, it was so long ago that, we've been through everything. I've been a world champion, 2-division champion. I've had losses in that time. It's just I've grown in that 9 years tremendously. And that's why I wanted this fight. I wanted to, prove to myself, most importantly, how far I've come since that fight, and I felt comfortable in this fight. That's one of the better stand-up guys, one of the harder puzzles to figure out, and I knew I could. I just needed it around.
Yeah, well, as soon as you took him down to the ground, it seemed like he didn't have much of an answer for that. Is that something that you suspected?
Yeah, we were prepared not to be able to take him down, because he does have like really great takedown defense. But I could tell beginning of the second a little bit. Once I did get that one takedown, I always feel my opponents when they kind of lose a little steam, and they start going down. And for me, that I smell blood, and I'm like, all right, I know I can go the whole time hard. So it's just only going to get worse for you. So, I felt that. And when I feel that, it's time to, pedal to the metal and just go hard.
If you make it to the final, who do you suspect that you're going to see standing across from you? I
have no clue. That side's crazy. There's obviously Nemkov, but I think he has a real tough fight with Phil Davis coming up. I think Phil Davis is a dark horse to be in the finals. And then obviously you have Yoel and Anthony Johnson. Yoel's a beast. He's athletic as hell. Anthony knock anybody out, but he hasn't fought in a while. So for me, there's redemption in this whole tournament. I got one back in Machida, but I've lost to Nemkov. I lost to Anthony Johnson. So I'd like it to be one of them, but honestly, to be in the finals and fighting for the belt, I'd be happy whoever it is.
Yep. We'll take a couple more here, Joe.
Ryan, congratulations, man. As you look on that other side, are you almost rooting for, and you kind of just said this, are you almost rooting for Nemkov in that final matchup to regain the title against who you just lost it to?
Honestly, I'm not rooting for anybody over there. I'm a fan to, want to watch that side and come through. And because there's another guy over there too, Anthony Johnson, that I've lost to. So Both those would be sweet to revenge. But yeah, I mean, I want to prove that that wasn't me my last fight. I was super flat. Have a bunch of excuses, but it is what it is. I got head kicked, so I want to prove that I'm not that guy that showed up that night. So there's that for sure.
Jack, go ahead.
Hey, Jack Welch from Behind the Grind. Lyoto was having some success in the first round on the feet. Obviously, like you said before, with the body kick, and that was kind of stinging you, but you said it made more noise than it hurt. Was using your wrestling skills like your kind of plan A, or was that an adjustment that you just made in the fight?
I wanted to, I wanted to. That's our bread and butter, right? Control on the ground, beat people up on the ground. So yeah, I mean, if I could get that, but I knew he's going to be tough to take down. He's one of the tougher guys to take down. We've seen it, with, he just fought Phil, who I don't know if he took him down. He's fought tons of people, tons of great wrestlers, and he's managed to not get taken down. So I knew it was going to be tough. That's why I was kind of, all right, let's just keep him fighting, keep him going. And then when the time came, when I did get that one takedown, I was going to make sure he was tired, make sure he was going to pay when I got that.
All right, last one here, Maria.
Hey, Ryan, Maria with Throwing Blows podcast. First and foremost, congratulations on the win. The leg lacing, the arm lacing, you were putting on a wrestling clinic. But it seemed that there were some opportunities, especially in the third, where you could have actually gone for a submission versus continuing with the ground and pound. Can you talk me through why you decided to not chase a submission at all and continue to just try to work the pressure and work on the ground and pound? Or was it something that was just kind of like an autopilot type thing?
Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit of a kind of a key lock, but we were kind of at a weird angle. And then I had a kind of a straight kind of arm bar. His elbow was popping and stuff like that, but he's not going to tap to that. I couldn't get that much leverage. If I could have turned it into Kimura, potentially I would have went for it a little harder. But we were in a weird position up against the cage. And so with that key lock, I wasn't pushing it too hard. I kind of gave it all I could get without really getting out of position. So I decided to go back to the ground and pound.
All right, thanks, Ryan.